veganism affected me in a few ways. First and foremost, my health. I had gotten to the point, because I'm a runner, and I had trained for a couple of marathons, and I got to a point where my knees were starting to bother me. I went to the doctor. They said I had runner's knee. They gave me some anti-inflammatory medication, as doctors do. Often a lot of them will give you, prescription medication. So I was taking that. They sent me to physical therapy. I was going through the physical therapy, and the pain was getting better, but it wasn't going away. I still realized that when I was walking up and down, stairs, getting in and out of the car, whenever I would try to wear high heels, that kind of nagging knee pain would come back. Whenever I would sit through a Broadway show or at a movie, if I'm sitting for a couple of hours, my knees would start to bother me. And it wasn't excruciating pain, but it was uncomfortable. And I also have bunions on my feet. I love my bunions, but, they started as I got older to become painful. And all of that, what was going on in my knees, what was going on in my feet, inflammation. I didn't know that at the time. But when I went vegan, that pain went away. And I didn't expect it, because I'm out here doing the vegan thing because for ethical reasons, to save the animals. I didn't know it was going to impact my body the way that it did. But when I noticed that pain went away in my knees, specifically, I went to the internet and I looked up inflammation and veganism, and sure enough, it's right there, plain as day. All kinds of studies, all kinds of research that show you by eating a plant-based diet, you will eliminate inflammation in your body. That talks about, that means, breakouts on your face, pain in your joints and things like that. There's so many things that inflammation, so many ways rather, that inflammation can wreak havoc on us medically. And once I removed that from my body, I'm telling you, I'm walking around in my heels all the time, my stilettos, no problem. A lot of, women have given up heels. They're like, I can't, my feet hurt, this hurts, that hurts. I'm telling you, it's a great way to reduce a lot of things that are going on, a lot of problems that you're having physically. For me, also, again, I did it for the animals, but I think this will happen to most people that go vegan because of just the restaurants that you go to, the research that you do. You'll also find yourself leaning into environmental things, and that is something that I did. And a lot of people, particularly in the African American community, think that environmental issues don't really impact us. They think, it's the rainforest, it's the ocean, and while we care about those things, what about my day-to-day? Well, look no further than Flint, Michigan, and what's going on with the water crisis there. That's an environmental issue, right? There are a lot of poor Black and brown communities throughout this country that they have erected, some type of business, a plant facility where they're dumping the toxic waste or the toxins from that facility are in the air in those communities. Those are environmental issues. So as you lean into veganism, or at least when I did, I started to pay attention to not just what was going on environmentally in my community, but around the world. I'm definitely a different person because of my vegan journey.